guys, welcome back to the channel. These three roles with CashApp are really exciting, and the reason primarily they are exciting for me is because they are paying over six figures. In addition to the six figures, the requirements are actually very much attainable. So do not skip any step in this video. Just stay with me as we walk through this very quickly. Okay, so let's dive right in. Before we do that, though, I do want to encourage you to make sure you hit the subscribe button if you are watching me for the first time. And those that are my subscribers, you guys rock. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for being here. Okay, let's go right into today's video. As I mentioned before, these three roles are paying over six figures. The very first one we're going to be talking about is this one titled Regulatory Program Manager. As the title implies, this role really focuses on program management, which specifically is very direct, which is really more of a project manager role. So you are going to be focusing on managing different projects from a compliance perspective, making sure that all the different aspects of compliance, especially with the regulatory aspects of finance, are actually being met, the rules are being followed, and so forth. So you're going to be leading multiple projects. You're going to be leading projects from start to finish. You're going to be defining scope. You're going to be setting goals, and you're going to be collaborating with different areas within the organization to bring about accomplishment of those goals. As I mentioned before, this is more of a project management role, but really focus around finance. And that makes sense because Cash App is focusing on money, right? They focus on money, they help facilitate payments. So that is really what Cash App is. So it makes sense that this particular role is going to focus around finance. They're asking for 6 years of project management experience. In addition to that, they are also asking for you to have some experience with financial services, leading different projects or program initiatives, someone who has problem solving skill set, and so forth. So, this particular role is really, again, focusing on just collaborating, bringing people together to accomplish a common goal. They also have a list of preferences here. PMP certified is one of the preferred qualifications they're looking for, or one of the preferred requirements that they will want you to have. But if you don't have it, that's absolutely okay as well. They do talk about experience with reporting federal, state, and regulatory inquiries, experience responding to different inquiries, and so forth, which makes sense because a lot of program managers are really owning the project from start to finish, and they tend to do a lot of write ups, they tend to do a lot of summarization of data, and so forth. As you can see, it is broken down by zones, but all of the zones are over six figures. In terms of salary for this position, you are also entitled to all of these rule of benefits. So really cool, guys. So if you are interested in any of these roles, go ahead and submit your applications right away because Cash App tend to close very quickly. All right, so the next position Cash App has that I also caught my interest is this one titled Global Customer Operations Policy Analyst. So this is another analyst role. Like I mentioned in a couple of my videos before, that analyst roles are doing very well right now. So for folks that are searching for jobs, as you go through the different boards, job boards, just make sure you are typing analyst, and you're going to get a bunch of roles that are open that potentially could be a good match for you. And this one is another one that falls in that category because this is a global customer operations policy analyst. As the title implies, you're going to be focusing a whole lot on different policy that govern finance. You're going to be making sure that, banking world, all the policy that governs finances and so forth, money, technology, fintech, etc. You're going to be making sure that all of those type of technologies are in place, and also that they are in place, and also making sure that those policies that have been put in place actually being followed, because a lot of times what happens is that many organizations draft policies down, work processes, and so forth. However, there's never a connection to have something in place to sort of monitor that. So really, is one thing to have written it down, it's another to really fully implement it to make sure that it's actually happening as it has been written. So this particular role is going to do for Cash App, really making sure that things are happening from start to finish. Once things are implemented, and has there been an effective date of when things change and so forth. So really, really another particular role that is exciting is this one. This particular one is another role that I think is quite exciting. So check it out. Most of the zones are over six figures. As you can see on here, starting point for zone A is 106. However, zone D does start with $80,000 per year. However, still really, really good salary, guys. So definitely check them out. They're asking for 5 to 7 years of experience in policy governance, but that is a preferred qualification. So even if you don't have it, you can still go ahead and apply. It does also talk about being certified in governance policy certification. These are really what they're looking for. You've done KPI reports before, you have a big vision. They're also looking for somebody that is very big picture oriented, someone who is fluent in different governance policy as well as rules for the finance world, even the finance as well as technology, which is short formed fintech and so forth. So really, really different aspect to this opportunity. They're asking for 3 to 5 years in policy governance. Also, someone who has historically managed 1 to 2 business units from a policy governance perspective. So, really, these roles are very niche. So, if you are in finance, then you should definitely go for it. Even if, and also if you're in IT and have a little bit of background in finance, even better. And the last opportunity we are with Cash App is this one titled Operational Risk Manager. So this one is titled Operational Risk Manager. With this position, you are basically just averting risk. Any ways you can avert the risk of possibly the operational risk to manage different teams within Cash App, that is really what this organization is about, making sure that those rules are or processes, documentations are in place so as to assist subsequent folks. Really, this again, this opportunity very practical. It is just really focused on making sure that any type of processes that have been put in place, making sure that they continually are being updated, reviewed, and updated, and potentially seeking feedback from the rest of the organization to provide necessary updates as needed. They do have A+ years here in terms of compliance, risk, any type of related practice. So they talk about 5 years of designing and implementing systems of controls. They also talk about being able to track different type of priorities of projects and so forth. Really strong judgmental as well as critical thinking abilities. So these are just to name a few. There is a whole slew of them. So I encourage you to read through this before you go ahead and submit your application. We also have the salary right here. As you can see, zone A is 135 to 202, zone B, and so forth. Primarily for this particular role, all of the jobs are, and as you can see for this one, this position is going to pay between 108 and up to 202. So these are the salary ranges right here. So those are the roles, guys. I hope you find these leads helpful. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel if you've not subscribed already. Till next time, wish you all the very best of luck. And I will catch you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.